I forgot to call it yogurt. Whoa, it's scary. Yo, it's bad. We're in, it's the second Lucid Blocks. Wow. So, very unfortunately, I figured out how to make an ice pick last time, and what I didn't do was put it in my tome. Mercury equals weapons, question mark. That's really useful. I'm happy that I wrote that in the book. So here's the issue with the tome. I think the tome is a fantastic part, and I say it every time. I think this is a great part of the game. However, that depends on past me, and past me's stupid. I get smarter every minute. I kept forgetting that what I wanted to do was make more pickaxe. So the plan here... There we go. Wouldn't pick an osmium. Surely there's something else. But I'm gonna use osmium. I don't like using osmium. So let's write that down. Let's go here. I can read that. Alright, there's 3. I'm gonna put the plum axe in the box. I've got 3 picks on standby. I want to try going underground, because that's usually what you do in this type of game. So we're just gonna see what the ores are like. Because apparently you can mine mercury and also magnetite. We're gonna just treat it like Minecraft, baby. Surely it took inspiration. What? Well, it wasn't long at all before I found this. That's scary. Let's, how do I can't see. I think I've found a cave, which is exactly what I was looking for. Mercury. What? Oh, I think I just deleted that. GG. Why did that disappear? Whatever, man. I can't even see. Why is it so Don't even try me. Okay, owned. More mercury. There's just no information, which is like fine, but... Whoa! Little rabbit. I will not bother it. Tempting. But no, I'm peaceful. What am I doing down here? Was that something? No, that was my highlight. How do I get light? How do I run? I don't run, there's a speed step. I'm not doing that. I think I'll just keep mining down, maybe? That's probably fine. We'll do this. Oh, it was a mistake. I don't even care. Just do it. What a stupid method. As you may or may not have gathered, I'm not really one for trends of any kind. I sort of fell out of that years ago. I was like, oh, I don't know why this scared me. I thought it was like gonna blow me up. Can I mine this? Grill. Okay. See, I haven't really been on the whole trend thing in an eternity. So I don't really know what's popping or anything. But what I have been able to catch up on, well, I should say catch up on, keep up with, is I don't have a time frame. I guess I do kind of. It was like around spring this year. There was a sudden rise in people making a bunch of channels where they're just acting like, what? It's a bug. And they had a bunch of channels where they just act like the older versions and styles of YouTubers. It's really weird. But like, it's weird, but it's whatever. It's harmless. I can judge them all I want. It is sort of jarring. And the only example I have personally seen is iLarps TV. I hate that LARP is like a word now. It's ancient. I've known about live action roleplay for years. Because I'm just cool and hip. But now it's like used. And it's I don't know. It just feels weird. And they put in other names. So anyways, I only kind of caught up with what he did because I wanted to understand what was going on. He's like so close. Like all the comments are like oh, wow, this is amazing. You're really Joe, just do this forever. It's fine, I don't know, it's whatever. Sometimes he gets it, but it's, he's having a crack. Long story short, I'm just yeah, we'll collab one of these days, don't worry about it. Him and I will be like, it's not gonna happen. See, obviously it's not gonna happen because I'm not borrowing somebody else's identity. I'm not emulating somebody's older style. Of course, he's kind of a savior for all of the old fans, but that's not a topic anybody needs to get into because nobody cares. At least nobody should care, but that's not important. We're playing Lucid Blocks. Ah! I don't even know where I am. I'm afraid to like go down. I think I'm getting lost. What is that? Items. Goo. Is that a melon? The nut. That's different. See, this. Don't hurt me. This is weird. I want to jump in that, but my inventory's full. And that's not. Wait. Fight. No, but. I can't. I wanted to empty my inventory into the funnel, but like. I don't know how I made the funnel. Why didn't I write it down? I gotta find out. Did I fall down here? I gotta find where I just like generally got here from. This is not how you handle this. I'm a fool. Let me out. Where'd I come from? Bro, this whole segment's gonna be dedicated to me trying to find my way back home. Ah, there it is. Perfect. What is this? Alright, now I built that up. Basically, when iLarves TV sees this, because he will, keep at it, bud. You'll get there eventually. I'm something like I'm a connoisseur of just like things. You know, I know all sorts of things. I'm sort of an expert on all. I was gonna say an everyman, but that's a completely unrelated literary reference. I'm just sort of can't think of. I cannot think of what I'm trying to say, but you know, I'm just a genius in all respects. Whoa! What was that? I saw a square. I just want to know what the square was. That was a horrifying experience. That's it. You earned this. Actually, it's falling. Yikes. Oh, maybe I... Now that I think about it. And then let's... Maybe... What was I thinking? There. Magnetite probably went into the funnel. So that's what I should look into. Where am I? You know, the crazy thing is, I thought I had more to say about iLarves TV. That's a person. That's a pear? I don't know what that is. But I don't know, I just sort of trailed on. I was like, oh wait, I can like say things because I just discovered this strange phenomenon. Nothing came to mind. That's how little I care. For a second, I was like, ah, you know what? This is finally, I can finally fill time. But then when I'm actually trying to start saying things, like, what is there to say? It just really has no bearing on anything. He's just having fun with the thing he's doing, you know? He's reviewing pickles. Hey, wait, look at that. I have to find out where I went down. Or I just make a new path. Here we go. You know, after all the terrible things I said, I don't think I'll ever even get that iLarves TV collab I was so excited about to even mention. course, it wouldn't happen until the face reveal. Yeah, that's a given. But that won't happen until I've really made it. You feel me? I had to be like, man, this is the pinnacle of everything. I've really gotten somewhere. And the only way to know if you've gotten somewhere is whenever somebody else makes a subreddit about you. Yeah, once people are talking about me, once they're making subreddits that are getting 1 million bans a day because there's a bunch of insufferable people, and there's like a genre of drama extremely localized that I have nothing to do with, and that makes me eternally swear off even acknowledging it exists. Once that happens, then I know we've gotten somewhere. Until then, I'm going to play Lucid Blocks, and I'm going to say absolutely nothing of substance. I need to see what the grill blocks do. That's sort of what we're looking at here. So what if I make a wood pickaxe? Otherwise known as a pick, because it's not a pickaxe. There's no way this makes a metal hook. Huh. Weird. I didn't think it would do that. I thought string would be a requirement. What do I do with a... What about... What that is? What if I do that? I have no idea what that is. Wait, that's not what I wanted. Wait. I'm so confused. What if I fruit seed? Does that make berry? What is a grill block? What's a grill block do? Block. Block. Blocks. Nut? Do I eat nut? What is that? Let's make that. I made bubble baby. Okay. I remember making that. If I do this. Capsule? Bubble bear capsule. What's that? Mushroom. Oh, mushroom. That's very wow. Where'd my health go? Can I eat this? Hey there. I wanted to eat you. It starts on a voyage. We shall never see it. Oh, okay, it's done. Let me help you out there, bud. Oh. Okay, you've lost me. What are you doing? I need to eat some trees, or else I'm gonna... Ugh. Okay, so maybe I'm dying anyways. Stay away from me. Give me your stuff. Give me your flesh. You. Let me run your pockets. Perfect. I'm running out of ideas. Just across the board. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm saying. Every topic I came in with, I just didn't have any words for. Usually I can say so much. But I'm just like, huh. But whenever I'm not like riffing about all the dumb stuff, where it's like I can say something that's nothing and then kind of just build off of whatever somebody else says, I'm just like, man, who cares? Who cares about High LARPs TV? I can tell you who cares. A lot of people. In fact, iDubbbz cares. Apparently, iDubbbz followed him on Instagram pretty early on. I know a bit of lore now. I don't know why he did that. That is a very confusing thing. I don't know what that's about. I also just think, like, I'm sort of speaking from a place of complete removal, so maybe don't listen to what I have to say, but I'm going to say it anyways because that's the nature of this. Hey, welcome to hey, welcome to downtime in Lucid Blocks. You are subjected to my every whim. But I just feel like if your whole thing is now to be playing the character of somebody, I don't know, man. Get some more character study going. He like is like almost there. He's almost there. That's kind of the thing. It's like he's almost there, and that's why some people are like, "Oh, you're doing really good." But I'm way too disagreeable, you know? Like, it's impossible to impress me. My standards are too high. But also, I think it's just not really my scene, and so I'm not ever going to, I'm never going to be comfy with it. Because I just think it's weird. Not necessarily, I mean, maybe, I might think it's a little weird to do, but also, like, I don't know, like, it's entertainment, who cares? It's fine, I guess. It seems like it'd be a fun thing to do. Just because it is... I don't know, it's like a... Because the stuff that goes along with it. The content that then leads you to do, like, that's kind of fun. I like the P.O. box and stuff. It's neat. It's cool. And the goal of recreating the older style, I think that's neat. And that's also, maybe that's, no, I was gonna try and make it like, what happened? Did I die? I think I died. Yeah, this is what happens when you die. I think I was gonna try and make it like a really profound, and I was gonna have like a thesis, but that's not even, that doesn't go into it. I'm just don't be mean to me. I already died. It's just sort of, it's weird. It's weird to watch it and tell that they're going for something, but then when they fall short of it, or at least you think they fall short, that makes it feel extra weird. And it's because I'm applying the, I didn't lose anything. Oh. The issue is I am retroactively applying the thought in my head where it's like they're trying, he is trying to be a person that exists, and whenever you try and fail, it's like weird. It's like when you tell a joke but nobody laughs. That's sort of the feeling I get in that setting. I think that's kind of my thing. I think that's why I'm perturbed by it. Is because I'm watching a guy miss. I'm watching a guy, maybe not miss, but like do something that I interpret as a miss on his punchline. Anyways, the collab is coming in hot. We're gonna... I don't know, man. The problem with the collab is, you know, it'd be this monumental thing, and then it'd be like, we could do a really cool food review, except I would steal the spotlight, and then I would never be allowed to come back on the show, because, like, you know, if you have somebody show up on your show and they outshine you, then GG, it's not even your show anymore. I understand it. I understand. Sort of the complication. Nobody's ever gonna want to collaborate with me. I'm way too cool. Is that a leaf? Have I made that? What is that? Oh, brother. You. Leave me alone. Holy damage. I'm gonna eat these. So, what if I put 2 ball wand? Nothing. What if I put ball wand and log? What's that? I can't see, it's blinding. 3 cash cubes. Tempting. Randomizes your rebirth position when born. That's awesome, but I'm not gonna do that. Increase paraphernalia space. Increase inventory space. Receive an empty capsule. I want the cash cube now. What's a cash cube? Storage? I think cash cubes are storage. I hope they're storage. Because if they're not, I'm going to lose all the stuff I'm putting in them right now. Friend wand. Let's check on the plants. They're looking like plants. How am I supposed to know when they're done? Well, they're not done? Like, that's not... It wasn't done. I know it's sounding pretty facetious, but, I think there is something... There is something interesting and fun about the idea of a collaboration. And I don't just mean our favorite hero, iLarps TV. I just mean in general. Especially because I'm nowhere. Because I'm not like... I'm not the big man with big audience. You know, it's just sort of like... I'm not in it to gain any extra attention or anything. I just think it could be... I just think it could be sort of funny, you know? I pull up and just like, bro, I don't care. That's nothing. Hang on, we're gonna cut that. What was that? Wait, what are you? I have 1 health. Bone and that. What if I use bone? That's nothing. Bone. What is that? I don't think that's magnetite. I'm doing it. It's marble. What was I talking about? I'm gonna risk losing every... Okay, I died. Well, in this downtime. I don't care about any sort of extra attention or anything. You can tell because I don't make titles or thumbnails or anything that like optimize. I think it all looks really bad, so I don't do that. I make things that look a different kind of bad. My stuff is stylistically bad, you know. It's not like plasticky bad. At least I hope it isn't. I try for it to not be. And so I'm not really like, I want to get this super mega person to give me more attention. Not really my goal. But I think it would. But my goal would be to have the worst contribution they could have possibly hoped for, and I think that would be entertaining for me. So maybe that's not... What is that? Maybe that's not really the most cooperative perspective. What are you? The ball. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I thought it was friendly. Ball essence. See, that doesn't make any sense. What? What? Okay, it looks like everything does that. I make ball essence. It's barrier balls. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna save that for like the base. I'm gonna like put it somewhere. Dude, I don't want to fight Claydol anymore. I'm dead. Dude, Claydol got me. Just kidding. I want to jump into the big pit. That's what I'm here for. It looks like I won't lose my items. And so far, I should just keep digging down. I'm getting the feeling that digging down is the solution. The more down I go... the more progress I make. Yeah, look at that. See? That's a building. Okay, that was an accident. Do I die from fall? That's water. Can't eat this. Unfortunately not. What is that? Alright, well, to return to the previous topic, silver and aluminum. Huh. Let's try that again. Going back to holy mercury. I can't focus. Look at all this mercury. Is this mana gel? What have I found? What is this? Hang on, we're putting it on hold. That's Mexico. Why is Mexico here? That's a state block. What do you mean state? That looks like Mexico. Does it? That's like an eagle. These are the colors. Brother, what is going on here? Pebble, be gone. I want this. Mana gem. Can I eat this? No. That's not happening. I can get rid of the black sand. And the mud. What if we do that? What do I make? What block is this? I make a glaggle token. See, what? What do you mean? Can I wear it? Why would I be able to wear it? What would that do for me? Okay. Blue plastic. Okay. Some more water. I'm gonna mine a bunch of mercury. What happened to it? Alright, while I'm mining the mercury, I can finally do the return. On the topic of collaboration. Funnily enough, this is vaguely like the first time I tried playing this. I was on a similar track. Except that's going to disappear and it's never going to see the light of day. That's a fish. But, I didn't try very hard. Because, why would I? But I did technically reach out. And I don't expect anything to have come of it. In fact, if something were to have come of it, it might have already happened. And so don't get your hopes up for any sort of guest appearance. But I think there's a sport in it. Maybe shouldn't. That just feels like a weird thing to have said. I like the idea of reaching out and just sort of I guess I can only say words that have already been said. I think the collaborative part of it sounds interesting and fun. That's just sort of my thing. I'm not really in a place where I can. I'm not in a place that can be leveraged to really get me there, but eventually. Plastic. It's all brown plastic, but it looks like cardboard boxes. Hey, who knows though? Maybe that thing that I think isn't gonna work is actually gonna pan out, and then we can all celebrate and I won't put them in my title because I hate being cooperative. Tungsten. What's this? I want to put the tungsten down and the yellow plastic, and I'm going to put the cocoon down because I don't want that. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Like, what am I looking at? What is that? You see that? Those are blocks. Dang it. That was like a large creature. I think this is supposed to be like a desert. These are Swallow, but they're of a different block. They're of tile block. Maybe that's part of it. Is that he just like generates like shapes and then he randomly selects a block. And so this is the design of a desert, but it's not on the surface. And s'more block. And he autofills. Like blocks. I don't know why I said autofills like that. So look, vomit block. it's the vomit block instead of whatever this is supposed to be. I don't know what that, maybe a barrel cactus? I don't know. What is that? See, like, what is that? What am I to make of that? Looks like there's corridors. There was an actual structure I didn't go into. I went into that. It looked like a solar array, but I didn't. I don't know if any of this is anything. I'm really lost here, Chief. Okay, let's fix that. There we go. Alright, what we got going on here? I still can't see. It goes deeper. That's still water. That's scary. What if I... Those are pumpkins. That's pretty neat. This place is horrifying. I don't feel like there's anything this way. It just looks like it never ends. Does this go far enough? Pull me back. I beg of you, pull me back. Close. There we go. Just keep ripping. Hey there. What are you? Was that you? I didn't expect that to respond. What the? What's my turbo jump? Can I get deeper now? No, I think it's still water. Those are bricks. This feels like there was this old mobile game. It's called World of Cubes. And a friend of mine and I would load into it and just try and be mild nuisances to the people who would actually load into the game and like try and hang out in the servers. It's a horrible, terrible, zero gameplay kind of thing. But there was like a selection of worlds, and I think one of them looked almost exactly like half of this. Like, let's see if it's down here. Yeah, right. No, maybe not. I thought it was. I get that. Honestly, it would look like that. It would also... There was a spot where there was, like, bricks. Sort of like non-grassy dirt. That, I think, was very similar as well. I don't know why World of Cubes was like that. I know why this is like that. It's sort of the point. But like this is trying to be a dream game, and that was supposed to be real. This is like the scary deep part of Subnautica where they put the ghost leviathans in. Actually, it was one of the scariest experiences of my life, and now I'm not gonna be able to get out. Okay, I got out. Actually, I like the it's like World Border. I don't remember what they call it, but it's just like a deep pit that they put at one of the edges. And I thought that was how you got to like the actually deep part of the game you're supposed to be at. Don't remember what it's called. Why can't I remember that? Like Boneyard or whatever. The Leviathan Graveyard. Whatever it is. I think I'm kind of mixing it up with concepts from Monster Hunter World. But yeah, there's the place within the game that you can go really deep in, and that's where you can find the Ghost Leviathan. Like officially. I thought to get there you would jump into this big pit. So when I got the prawn, which I believe is the name of the mech, it's been a while, I was like, oh, I can jump into that pit, I'll get down there and it'll be fun. I had the grapple line, and I thought it'd turn out alright. Turns out it didn't turn out alright. And what actually happened was I endlessly fell while ghost leviathans, numerous ghost leviathans, came from the darkness and just assailed me. And I'm just there, hooked against the wall, terrified. What a lovely game. I love Subnautica. I saw there's 2 mods for Subnautica. One of them adds like new creatures, maybe new leviathans. I forget if it's just creatures or just leviathans. But either way, it adds new creatures. That's the more broadly encompassing term. But there's also one that augments the mob spawning so that it's not like static. It reads the environment and the space, and then it makes them just spawn naturally. And so instead of saying that's where the Reaper Leviathan is, don't go there, it's more so there's an open space, something might be here. And so if I'm not mistaken, it says that the one that augments the spawning can function with mods because it just reads data for creatures as well as like biomes. And I think part of why that is spoken of is because one of the biggest mods for Subnautica is the one that adds, you know, the new stuff. And that the mod in question is renowned for its adding of the like 5 billion ton Leviathan that is the poster child of megalophobia. But yeah, all that being said, I think that would be a very fun thing to play. To put those 2 mods on and play through Subnautica. But I kind of wanted that to happen because I need out of here. But the thing is, I don't know if I want to make that a series. I think that'd be a fun thing to maybe stream because of the nature of Subnautica and just sort of hang out. I don't know. Maybe let me know what you think. But so I've almost been here an hour. I've made some depth progress, which has given me some insight. I should look into if there is an end game for this. I didn't really look. I think there is. It's sort of hard to do because I'm trying to avoid spoiling it, but I think I'll be able to work it out. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna look into if there's an end game, and if there is, fantastic. I'll keep working for it. If there isn't, Go see what I do. Until then, I'll catch you when I finally collab with iLarbs TV.